what's going on there, YouTube? It's SCL0320 and JBS. It's about 11:45. I gotta get ready to go to bed, honestly. I'm tired, sleepy. I just got done looking at Gotham, episode 8. I don't know what the name of this episode is, but two things I can think about this episode. I think it was a good episode. I think it was a really good episode. It does feel more like filler, because nothing substantial is progressing the story, but some really good acted and character moments and some really interesting surprises. The biggest surprise you got the ventriloquist is actually Homeboy, and I was kind of just like waiting for Hugo Strange to be a part of that one as well. I'm glad it wasn't. That it was kind of like something more like his psychological profile just shot. Like he was fed up. He just broke. I don't know how he could have sit there and survived that. Didn't really make a lot of sense like that, especially before the explosion. But nonetheless, we got a really dope ventriloquist. We got Scarface, and it was acted well. It was done well. It was hilarious. It's probably one of the funnier things I've seen in a long time. But at the same time, I was kind of just like, Gotham just don't care. Gotham is here to entertain us, whatever means necessary that looks like. Other thing, a really well acted moments by the actor that plays the role of Bullock, and I think that definitely I felt like sympathetically for Bullock because I knew he had did something really messed up. I was just kind of waiting for it to kind of unravel. I don't know enough about the character or the DC character, if there's a DC character named Jane Doe. But they did a really good job with utilizing her because I thought it was sitting there as Clayface, and it was kind of like they actually made an allusion to that, so that means he's still alive somewhere. But the fact is, like, she had a really tragic backstory, and it kind of tied into Bullock pretty well. And I think they did a really good job with the progression, the end conversation with him and Gordon, and it's kind of like going that callback. Like at the end of the initially really good follow-up preview recap where it was like a line from the same as that guy that eventually got killed about like Bullock, he's dangerous, you know what I'm saying, and he's got a past, and you get to kind of feel most of that. Most of us knew. Like, I mean, the thing is, like, Gordon can't be all high and mighty about it. Like, Gordon's done just as bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think if I remember correctly, didn't Gordon shoot Barbara out of a window because he was trying to kill Lee, right? Is that right? But I'm just saying that I think that the performance was really well done. Then you had a really interesting moment with Bruce and Alfred going and trying to hunt down this creature, this monster that ends up being also a pretty epic Killer Croc. And Bruce had some really interesting batarang moments. Really okay fight. I think it would have just been better if it was like underwater or something like better lit. Like I just couldn't tell what was really going on. And I think that out of all the different fighting scenes, this is probably one of the weakest this season. But it was dope to see Bruce in there using, the man's fingers or fingernails as batarang. Not just that, Bruce get hurt? Like they never showed whether or not he actually had some injuries. That's one of the bigger other things about Batman, like, is his injuries. Like Batman goes through so many different injuries, and Bruce has yet to have any. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that this would have been a really good character moment of showing like him injured. I think they had something like that similar though when was it season 4 or season 3 when Bruce was going up against Jerome with his face was kind of distorted, and like they were in the mirrors, and like it was one of the better delivered dialogues between Alfred and Bruce was getting bandaged by Alfred while this was actually happening. I think this would have been another good moment because he needs to have battle scars. He needs to have moments where he's having scars and he has to figure out how to kind of keep that under wraps, like making sure his face is not scarred, making sure he comes up with excuses and whatnot. Not just that, they went behind the grain and went as vigilantes. And it's interesting to see Alfred do that out of this need to avenge or find redemption or absolution. And Bruce kind of like, that's not it. But ultimately, he's going to be that, you know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting that he understands there's a fine line between that, and he's going to have to make a conscious choice to be the vigilante of Gotham, eventually just being Batman, which is really interesting progressively as him as a character. What else? Barbara and Gordon, I mean, they're trying to make Barbara like a good character. I mean, she's just an interesting actress, an interesting character in general, period. But I mean, they are doing a lot of legwork to try to make her presentable to be a good person, a good civilian, good mother eventually. But it's been like 5 years of craziness, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that this would have been better served like last year, but what can you do? But again, the biggest thing about this episode for me was definitely the acting, and I think that there's some really interesting surprises that I didn't expect. But it felt like filler. Like, it really did feel like a filler episode. But it wasn't that, like, it wasn't entertaining. It wasn't that it wasn't fun. It really is just filler. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This opportunity, you guys will be able to see our full reaction to this episode. You'll see a little picture. The picture will display the reaction link. For all people that are Patreon family, you guys will be able to see it immediately tomorrow. But then after 48 hours, everybody has the full entire access to the link. And I'll give that to you right now. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. I'll tell you guys later. Peace. Alright, what's going on the YouTube? SEO0320 representing JVS. You just checked out our review. Now go ahead and check out our reaction. The reaction for Gotham, episode 8, nothing shocking, is now available. Moving forward, I'm going to be doing this with each review, leaving the full entire reaction link above. After 48 hours, though, it'll be available for the public in general, for everybody. But right now, first come, first serve, everybody on our Patreon team will have access to it. The bigger thing is, if you would like to be a Patreon supporter, it is only $1. $1 will allow you to be able to get exclusive reactions you've never seen before, and then, of course, reaction stuff you've seen. Hope you enjoy. Peace.